it because he wouldn't actually bite me, but he did bite. He wasn't very fucking nice. Well, anyway, so how it goes is like I got wildlife and fisheries to study him and his life after my auntie gave him to me because he was being good on a chain, so he didn't get hit by a car. And the kids would come from all over the fucking neighborhood and harass the fucking wolf. So it hated everybody. Um, anyway, so it's dying piss, the CMMS, the cmmts and the cm2s came out when he started to die, and we had to put him down. And then all the other fucking wolves, like it was nauseating, worse than nauseating. Like it would break your spine. The fumes from his last days of life, fucking urinations. He was pissing everywhere, like buckets. Kidney failure, right? And so it wasn't even technically kidney failure. And his hair was falling out, and if it touched you, it'd like burn acidically. Pretty fucked up. So, well, the grizzly bear had a fucking toil of my life too. He ripped my fucking ankle like off. Too much pain. Didn't want to go. Too bad of a life with humans always being loud. With a good life with the pets and the food and the easy going. Fucking, you don't have to go hunting, but you still get to go hunting with a girl. Being me, he would still go hunting moose. He was a grizzly bear, but he was painted black because he was sick. All the wolves came in the yard looking for him, throwing up a stink. Wildlife Fisheries was here, darting them with the medicines and blah blah blah, getting them to fuck off. Like, his urine, up until we changed that window, was like stained on the window, like a picture of him almost. Like you could read it. It was legible. Animals are so fucking cool. Just gotta fucking tell you that. And I do a lot of things for people. Like, what's his name? Asked me to play, like, I'm a victim to him. He's Latin, too. He speaks Latin. One of the head guys at the mill. One of the mills, all the mills are one mill. So, anyway. What's his fucking nuts? Anyway, no, I'm not a victim to anyone. Except for that. Sometimes you have to kill them to make them stop. So that's different. All these like in your house, outside your house laws are really, that's scary. I wouldn't want to piss anybody off, honestly. That's why I do kind of what they tell me to do. I'm not whipped, like, I'm not whipped like whipped cream. They said it would help me. It will help you so you'll rip like a puppy. I just gotta go get my pills. They're upstairs. This is gonna be fun. Too many things in my hands. I have been taking my meds and it almost seems worse. So I must be sick. So I had cold. It's like, oh, it seems worse when you take your meds all the time. Never skipping a beat at the same time. Never skipping a beat. Gotta fold laundry today. But that's stop being retentive. I'm just gonna chill. Drink my morning coffee. I'm fucking abusing myself with using my muscles before they even have food. I hate when that happens in the army. Because it's like halfway through the day, you might get to chew on some coffee instant grounds. Yeah, I'm abused. I get even bigger dogs the next time I get dogs. Not if they die and I replace them right away. No, if I wait on a dog life. Timber wolves are really small compared to even an Arctic wolf. The fuzzy ones or the fluffy ones. Wow, it's really hurting my eyes for some reason. Anyway, Trek is not even that big. There's way bigger dogs. And they all live out in the wilderness, hiding looking like a tree. My head's gonna be cold, but it's so warm right now. I would have I didn't want to be pregnant and have a baby, but I would have done anything for Owen, and I would have been good about it. So even through the pain, because he's really entertaining to me, so he was mine. He would have kept me pretty calm from all the games and playing with what people want me to do just because I have a YouTube account. I got to hang out with Shauna when Kobe broke up with her for the night. That was cool. I missed her, yeah. I wasn't like always sure that that was the actual fucking chick. Not that I hate you. I don't hate you. It's just I'm doing what I need to do sometimes too, which is like say like fuck. Why do I always have this attuned fucking memory of people and school and places and classes and um like why do I always remember? Well, anyway, thanks, Kobe. Because it was like a mock interview anyway. They wouldn't break up. Not that I know about. My teachers always said I'd lose my first three man against me fight. I fight like fucking 29 men at once. And I just keep fucking shooting them tick by tick until my gun runs out and then I reload and then I tick by all over again. And then the ones that are left standing, it's hand to hand combat. I like never get blood on me either. Because I really don't want it on me. That's why. 3. I'm really good at hand to hand combat when the Middle Easterns come to the hospital trying to take it over. I know people usually just protest because they're sick. Like when I had cancer when I was a kid, I had to be on a vegan vegetarian like vlog with all these kinds of people that were doing the same thing. And I went to chef school at the same time, college, university level. So I like gave people recipes and what I thought might taste good. So you're not eating the same thing all the time. But you are anyway, and you know it. That's why I shake and stuff because there's scar tissue, a lot of it, in a lot of my muscles. So I'm not even as good as I should have been, and I'm still fuck kicking ass. I will probably die too young. Oh yeah. People think I'm gonna make it to like 90, so I'm probably gonna make it to like 49. No, that's too short of a shot. I'll make it to 90. It's not that I can't breathe, it's that I'm not doing anything. Gotta buy some steel toe boots too. Big, thick women's work socks. Just as I gave Logan back massages to help heal him from his eating disorder, and he doesn't really have one anymore. He's just a picky eater because he needs to be. He couldn't give me a back massage. I can buck up with an axe, like bigger pieces, not the biggest of big. Sometimes even the biggest of big, I can do it. It's just a method, right? Like it's a the way you go about hitting it and when. Logan broke his fucking shoulder like off, and he just bought some new axes and fucking leaves it alone now. Like it was like rotating like off. But Logan has never been strong. Like not even weak was too nice. He was always below weak. Logan can't learn methods, so he's accident prone. I try to stop him, no. Then he gets attitude. Because it was a really bad eating disorder, and at least now he looks like a fucking man. He always looked like a teenager. Like, always. I had a fucking White Cross tent for my family. They were so fucking sick and ailed and abused, and like, it even got vandalized to prove that there was creepy people coming in trying to take the place of family members. Yeah, in the front yard, a White Cross tent. So the ambulance didn't have to, they could just bring their big bags. Yeah. The walking hospital, I called it. Apparently, I'm kind of rude for that. That's a fucking $1 million tent. You can see I don't care. Sorry, the context to care. Yeah. And you have to try working at the hospital. Thank God I was already wanting to try being a doctor. Because you don't ever have to be a doctor just because you have your PhD. Well, unless you're sued and you're a crook. Then you're always some kind of doctor, I guess. Mad scientist or whatever, evil genius or my mom's like, "What would you do if I asked you to do your injections?" I was like, "I honestly think about it." And then the next day she's like, "What would you honestly do if I asked you to do my injections?" I was like, "Tell you to fucking do it yourself." And then she's like, "I can't." I was like, "Well, if you can't, you're probably gonna hit me if I do." She's like, "You're right." Sedation cream. I was like, "Yeah, that's why our spines are so fucking weak. We just can't fucking behave." There is a medicine called sedation, but we're talking like before MASH was ever on made about like that era of MASH on Disney. Oh no, no sedation is still used today. I have all of it in my on my belt. It's if you don't want to get more hurt during a fight, you just slap on a patch onto the Middle Eastern and they die. They have like sedation rings and it sits there, but you don't have that many. And it would be a war crime if you're just using sedation patches. And like, what if they noticed it and put it on you? Well, usually like instantly queasy within 2-3 seconds. Like, Donald Trump's just kicking ass. Is it? It's JD Delay. JD Delay. I want to say DJ because like that's like a little boy thing, and, or if it's actually your initials or a bond between friends. Well, anyway, thank God. He's just kicking ass. America is such a cute little country too, and it's funny because you can crack all the jokes against the Middle East for bombing the Ukraine because it's like, did you get them fucked up? Are you sure you weren't confused about who you're bombing? I would believe it, but that kid is still a kid. The one that I said was Jesse Murph. I'm Jesse Murph. It's just a lot of makeup. And I can't sing it lately because my throat is like fucking decupped. It's fucked. Yeah, this happens all the fucking time. I see a little bit of dust that I could wipe up, but that's about it. They've been working on my attention span. So I did notice that I still have been taking my meds exactly, but when I don't forget to bring my old med pack on the day I pick up my meds, so I take my 2 o'clock out of there. Then I usually end up taking my night meds out of the new pack too, instead of going back to the old pack. And I forget to replace it, so it goes, shuffles. But I've been noticing that I'm still taking them, okay, because I am scared of people gassing me and making me fight. Kind of a little paranoid, I guess. I know there was some pretty bad fucking people all throughout my life, especially when I was little. There's people doing like a mock interview, and they sounded like the worst cunts in the world, and then there was the ones that were actually cunts. More like this, and real cunts. Mock interviews, like I used to pile my tricks. I hope that you like this, 'cause I could better really have you under my arms. But I don't know it that well. And it's been rolling around in my head since I woke up. That's a positive song to me. It's just that when you're playing like an actual game song, the kids are scared at school, I can tell. Exactly by how they're scared to fight with each other playing board games. They're scared of people at school. That pisses me off. But all in all, yeah, it's like we're rebuilding a lot of buildings and building new buildings and replacing the lawn with gravel, which means like there's life ahead of Amber and there's money to go with that life for Amber. And like Amber always wanted a fucking barn. Like first thing, get my horse in a barn, please. And then so they thought that and kind of made this legal plan and you know, hopefully the addition and then the addition and then the barn, which it wouldn't be the most biggest barn. It's not gonna be that fucking impressive, but and build onto the shop and fix up the old part of the shop. Let's see. And I know people are guilt tripping me. Oh, you're gonna build a shop? That's exactly what gets people fucking abused. No, it doesn't, okay? And like the attic, you're right. What the fuck's the point of doing it? It looks okay. Like the plyboard shit, the chipboard shit, it's all fucking broken in two spots. It doesn't matter. It's not that bad. You can't paint it or else it doesn't breathe because it goes soft in the summer, in the spring and fall, and then like it goes hard. Like it's hard already. Like you cut your fucking hand. I should almost tape over that. You'll cut your fucking hand on it if your hand slips in there. It goes soft and then it helps the house not buckle. It's supposed to be here. It should be happier. Yeah, it's not really ugly. It's all perception. Well, you're not supposed to be living in the attic. But you can, but it's cold as fuck, right? It's hot as fuck too. Anything with a button-eyed pony, I'm gonna like it. Well, it's my laundry day today. Oh, my horse. I wish I could find the picture. I didn't have very many of him because he noticed cameras and bolted. It was a moose. You know, like that kind of weird. And you could ride, I could ride him. My sister could ride him. We're the only people. Yeah, it's just like this weird throwback of like non-antlered moose. James. James was a moose. And remember when the African governor was corrupt? Tilly was his zebra that we weathered and kept here hidden. There's a lot of horses that are Canadian that look like her, but that was just a fucking African zebra. And he was so cruel. He killed like a great uncle to grandpa of mine, aunties, uncles, all kinds of fucking cousins and shit at the hospital. And he was coming for me. And he brought a fleet of zebras. And that's his zebra. Her name is Tilly. And she was so fucked up. She didn't belong here. But you could ride her. And she's pretty good. Like almost anyone could ride her, especially my dad. And Kate was just a small Percheron Canadian horse because she was starved by her mom, and then the owner hated her, so starved her too. And he got shot in the head. I did it because he was so against me too, and like so spiteful and always so loud, and he was collecting numbers. Become like this widespread fucking anti-government gang. So I shot him in the head, took his horse. Everyone got confused because my mom's cousin would always keep his horses here. And yeah, that's what they were. So if you ask me, do I like horses? just, just teasing it. Yeah, I really do actually, but I don't have the hip health to even pretend like I care. I'll just drive myself crazy. And like if I really did, I could always just hook a lead onto Callie's halter and tie her up properly and just go in the field with the horses because she's a blind and she's got a baby and she's kind of crazy. Like, but then I drive myself nuts and berserk instead of like full blown crazy. I want a horse, but there's so much and my hips hurt, so no, it's okay. The mule. I rode the mule. I was being so daring when I was a little kid. When I was like 14, and it ran like it wasn't paying attention because it's a mule, and there's a big fucking log across the road, and I laid down in the saddle, and like that fucking hurt. But it didn't actually hurt like after I got up and like let my muscles relax. But yeah, Alicia Gold's mule. It looked like a horse. It wasn't like those things. No, it was like actually weird looking. I was too daring when I was younger too. Actually, come to think of it, maybe that's why I'm not huge into the community, and I'm kind of clingy with the things that are different, kind of weird, and definitely sort of odd. Yeah, riding wasn't the most important thing to me. Oh yeah, I used to be able to do handstands and chin ups though. Yeah, I had to ride Dan's horses, my mom's cousin, and then you get me to trick ride, and the part where it's scary is it wasn't. They like that. You just have a certain like you map it. The vet comes, tell you where the horse needs their back popped and lots of massaging. Then you just do handstands, flip around, and hang off the saddle, and then do a side like plank. Yeah, Catch is really unhealthy, my friend. She doesn't want to do fuck all, and she's like medicated to do fuck all, so she's really comfortable doing fuck all. She has arthritis like my grandpa. I just, don't be afraid to email my mom or something. And don't be afraid not to. Like there's shards coming out of my grandpa's knees. It always pops up when I think, like, I should acknowledge a cat's sick now. And, like, um, yeah, that comes up. Don't fuck with the cat. Fuck, I wish my hair was longer already. I had to cut so much of it off, and now I spend so much on shampoo and conditioner. It's like, well, in comparative, that you can get a bottle for like $2. Not even. It's like, bam. Or if they have a belt on with weapons that could stab you, bam. Stop threatening me with a belt. I remember I bought Mr. Cook's brother Larson paint once. Just random. Uncle Larson. He was always the Mountie at the garbage dump. And it was scary how much we needed the Mounties because of O.J. Simpson and Robert Pickton. They're always marching, riding horses, Mountie at the garbage dump. Scary. It was a scary time. When I grew up, now I'm like static because I don't know where the fear is supposed to lay. Yeah. He's like, I can never afford paint. And I was like, Dad, don't tell him I'm gonna get some paint. I love that moose. He had like two foreheads. And then it was his nose. He's a fucking moose. Mr. Cook told everyone I have a moose and it was awesome. Because then people finally understood what I'm talking about. Well, you're supposed to tell when it is a young Mountie that made it so far that they actually had a Canadian wilderness animal in their freaking barnyard. Like when he came home, he was still walking like a moose. The first time he ever came home. But he looked like a. Yeah, well, finally, I vaguely instated here. I told whose fucking animal was that? Like, whose house was this? I was just doing a bunch of work. Like, I was just doing rounds. It was one of my cousin's houses. Like, I think it was Caleb Thiessen's house. And I told his deer that it smelled like a horse. And it, like, looked back at me and it flashed its second layer of eye at me. And I was like, oh, you're offended. It did that. Sorry, you smell like a deer. No, a deer. A female deer. Oh, you got a penis. I'm so sorry. I was just helping it because somebody grabbed its dick and wouldn't let go of it. On like a school field trip or something. Bring the fucking animals back. I don't limp anymore, and my ankles aren't as sore as they were even 3 days ago, so. And every time it comes back, it's kind of less. I'm too young. Caleb was riding his other deer that's a bit younger, so it doesn't look so much like a horse. And they have like forehead, 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 nose. A deer does. Like the ones that are applicable for farms. And it was just like this. That's how it looks. It's so hysterical. So hysterically hilarious. I haven't had a connection with an animal. Pip has a connection with me. She wants to fix me and make me feel better. And she's like so old that she almost got put down like a month ago. She wasn't feeling good at all. And that's a horse. And then just James is a fucking shit. I would always be like, James, if you're a moose and that's a zebra that didn't like her owner and stayed, will you give her a kiss? And they would go through they had a wall in between them because they'd kick the shit out of each other, just forgetting where they are on the planet. And then he would reach through and she'd be like, because that's a fucking zebra move. Yeah, I'm kind of bad. I wouldn't steal yours. No fucking point. So thanks for not beating me up and thanks for letting me vlog. Thanks for letting me get over things without my husband. We got married at 7, 14, 19. And then just before he passed away, we got married again. So like 23, 24. It was baby ages. But when you think about it, we should be dead already. We're really doing really good. We kids, like, they grow up so fast, and that's how you know. But then when you think about it, like, you hear stories of people that are just doing something so fucking modest, and they get their arm ripped off by a cougar perching in the tree, you know? And it is that technically, in technicalities, we're getting so much smarter, keep us safer and wiser. That's why I don't give myself all that much credit. And I felt like something took over me this morning. I just felt weak in the muscles. Felt too hot. And that doesn't, like, I don't know. I didn't even check the weather. I just felt, all in all, basically, just like super desperate for coffee. I felt like, go. Yeah. I wonder. They probably will, right? Unless, like, they lost my order and have to. What's the date today? They're saying tomorrow. Why didn't you just ship it all with the essential oils? Because it was supposed to be yesterday and they skipped it. That's so weird. I don't know what goes on in the Amazon warehouse, but Lots of bad shit happens between the Amazon delivery guys. But I know my friend, she had bad luck with one. She just dated another one, and she's married. They ransacked her house and stuff. Yeah, destroyed her house and stole, ransacked. I am thinking I should be outside with my dog. But I'm also thinking there's not enough chapstick in the world to fucking save me from what's about to happen if I go out there. It's so dry and windy at this time of year. I babysit for the Honeyfords who have a foster thing going on. They foster kids. And a bunch of the kids fucking died because their parents, after their parents went off fucking gallivanting, screwing everything and everyone, they got AIDS and then raped their kids and gave their kids AIDS. And plus, you can't rape your kids, even if you're healthy, they get fucking incest. And they died. And it was sad. And I was like, what the fuck? And the dead bodies literally found. And I was like, alright, I'm gonna get sued for that. I don't care. They were such nice kids. And they held on to who they used to be, so they were older than they seemed. Because they didn't want to get violent with people because their parents raped them. Like, they didn't think that was a reason to get violent with people. They're such good kids, actually. But they wouldn't have been able to hold it off for the rest of their fucking life. No, AIDS is a horribly, like, violent fucking disease. Cohen's like, can I come babysit? I was like, oh, maybe one day. But this time I have to go put some kids down on a funeral chart. That's really fucking sad. Everything is sad. That's why we can't breathe. So thank you. Yeah, you come babysitting one day with me. I need to buy a new backpack. I hated the one that I had because it was unisex and it was totally manly. It was supposed to be unisex build, which would mean more like puffier fronts. It wasn't really puffy. It was kind of puffy. It was like a manly puffy though. It's too big for Cohen, but I gave it to Cohen because he wanted it so bad. I was storing it till he was older. Some of the zipper, the hook things that like the handle thing came off. But crash your bike and they come off anyway. And I hated how the Canadian flag was gray like the backpack. I hated that. I didn't want camo necessarily. I wanted a big compartment fucking backpack. I guess Browlin's trying to avoid working at Pine Center Mall, and Lila's trying to work at Pine Center Mall. Okay, so a female backpack has like 3 tries to its poof that like fold out. That's female. Men, it goes and it's not as big, right? Fashion. Unisex, who knows? A22, a burlesco. Crumply. You got this. I know that a lot of people didn't do the job at Pine Center Mall. No, they're usually all my friends were hanging out in the fucking cafeteria. And I didn't even have time to finish a fucking cookie. I was back at work. And nobody really did the job at Northern Health, and I did, and I'm at home with money. And how I won it was Jessica loves me. She's a cousin. She also used to hang out at the common room table with us, with her friend that died of a heart attack. Well, anyway, she's like, "How could you say we don't do the job?" I was like, "No orange gloves for the acne cream. They're not even applying people's acne cream, and it's supposed to be full care so they can feel their face again and breathe in their face." And she's like, "Do you breathe in your face?" I was like, "Heavily." She's like, "Okay." And I'm not giving you money for the orange gloves because then you'll just say that you always had it and it was my fault that you didn't have them. She's like, "Perfect." I was like, doing the shit. I was like, but it was nothing against Jessica. Jessica tried. They tried to rip her hands off once because we ordered the orange gloves. And I was like, and what about like the yellow gloves for the cracks on people's feet? We didn't have yellow gloves either. We had blue and dark blue. And I am the only one that can operate those gloves. And then there's the clear white and baby blue, and that's the nurses. Oh, you have so much money to eat McDicks at work. Wow, thanks. You should have bought gloves like I did and learned that it's really fucking hard. And that you have to save for every beer at the truck stop. You wasteless piece of shit.